Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're taking a trip back to the early 1900s to witness a moment that changed the world forever. It's the story of two brothers, Wilbur and Orville Wright, whose dream of flight completely reshaped human history. This is how the first airplane took to the skies, transforming travel, technology, and exploration in ways they could have only imagined. So who were the Wright brothers? Well, they weren't famous scientists or wealthy engineers. They were just a curious brothers running a humble bicycle shop in Dayton, Ohio, but while they spent their days fixing bikes, their minds were soaring. They were brilliant thinkers, natural inventors, and most importantly, they were dreamers. They shared a powerful belief that humans could one day fly just like birds. And it was this conviction that laid the groundwork for modern aviation. Their fascination with flight actually started in their childhood when their father brought home a toy helicopter powered by a rubber band. That simple toy sparked a lifelong passion. As they grew older, the brothers became dedicated students of flight. They spent hours watching birds, studying how they used their wings to balance and turn in the air. This careful observation led them to one of their most important breakthroughs, wing warping. It was a revolutionary idea that allowed a pilot to control the plane by twisting the wings, just like a bird. But their path to success was anything but easy. Before they even thought about building a powered plane, they started with gliders. Their early experiments were filled with failures. Gliders would crash, designs would break, and their calculations often turned out to be wrong. But here's what made them different. They never saw failure as an endpoint. With every crash, they learned something new and made improvements. They even built their own wind tunnel to test different wing shapes, a groundbreaking step that even professional scientists weren't taking at the time. By 1903, after years of trial and error, the Wright brothers were finally ready to build their masterpiece, the Wright Flyer. This wasn't just a glider with an engine slapped on. It was a marvel of engineering, built from wood, cloth, and wires. They even had their mechanic, Charlie Taylor, build a custom lightweight engine for it. The Flyer featured two propellers, spinning in opposite directions for stability, their signature wing warping system for control, and a rudder for steering. This machine was the culmination of all their hard work and innovation. Then came the historic day, December 17, 1903. On a cold, windy morning in Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, history was about to be made. Orville climbed into the pilot's position while Wilbur ran alongside to guide the aircraft. The Flyer moved down its wooden rail, lifted into the air, and for 12 incredible seconds, it flew. It only traveled 120 feet, but it was the first time in history a powered, heavier-than-air machine had flown under the control of a pilot. They made 3 more flights that day, with the longest lasting 59 seconds and covering 852 feet. The age of aviation had officially begun. Surprisingly, the world didn't immediately celebrate. Many newspapers dismissed the story, thinking it was just a hoax. It seemed too good to be true. It wasn't until a few years later, when the brothers demonstrated their flying machine publicly in Europe and America, that the world finally took notice. And when they did, they were absolutely stunned. Governments, scientists, and inventors from all over the globe rushed to study their designs, and aviation quickly became a field of intense global interest. The impact of that first flight is almost impossible to overstate. Today, airplanes carry millions of people across the globe every single day. They transport critical goods, connect distant cultures, assist in rescue missions, and make our vast world feel just a little bit smaller. Every part of the modern aviation industry, from commercial airlines to space exploration, owes its existence to that 12-second flight in 1903. The Wright brothers proved that with enough passion, courage, and persistence, the impossible can become possible. Their story is a powerful reminder that world-changing inventions don't always come from fancy labs or famous institutions. Sometimes they start with simple curiosity and an unwillingness to give up. From a small bicycle shop to the boundless sky, this is how two brothers gave humanity the gift of flight. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this journey into the past, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories like this. Remember, the sky is not the limit, it's just the beginning. See you next time.